The rivalry between these two German giants has been going on for almost a century. But right now, BMW is pulling away with some serious speed. So what's the cheat code? The entire M lineup has been popping off, but a huge piece of the puzzle is right here. The 2026 M3 competition, its absolute monster of an S58 engine, and one key feature that's completely changing the game. In this video, we're breaking down the tech, the trends, and the raw numbers to answer one question. Why is the M3 absolutely bodying the competition? So let's check out the numbers first. And spoiler alert, Mercedes fans might not like what's coming. BMW M had its best first half year ever, with record sales of 105,962 cars. Basically, BMW is having one of its strongest phases, unlike Mercedes AMG. Even though Mercedes sales went up 7% compared to last year, they only sold 68,202 cars. The gap of 38,000 cars is huge. To put it into perspective, for every 2 cars Mercedes sells, BMW sells 3. I mean, when your biggest rival outperforms you by that much, yeah, that's a problem. Even in more distant markets like the US, BMW had a 25% increase, while Mercedes not only lagged behind, but actually dropped 17%, creating a 42-point gap. These sales don't just include full M models, but also the more entry-level M performance cars that BMW offers. But the real standout model, by far, is the 2026 M3 Competition xDrive. The question is, why is this happening? How can such a huge company like Mercedes fall so far behind its biggest competitor? Well, half the answer to this question can be split into 2 parts. One is called the S58, and the other is xDrive. Let's start with the S58. This is the heart of the beast, a 3.0-liter twin-turbo inline-6, a motor that reminds us just how amazing BMW's engineers really are. Right now, this engine puts out 523 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque. Pretty impressive, right? But BMW didn't just focus on power. They pushed for durability too, giving the S58 a closed-deck block for serious strength and a higher redline. The engine delivers smooth power with that signature, unfiltered BMW sound that's part of the brand's DNA and loved by fans. It's the best choice for someone who wants a sports car without the problems, and without the nights spent at the mechanic. On the other hand, Mercedes-AMG took a huge risk with the C63 SE Performance, sacrificing the soul of the car, the traditional 4.0-liter V8. Instead, they put in a 2.0-liter 4-cylinder plug-in hybrid. And yes, I know what you're thinking.
But it makes 671 horsepower. It's fast.
Well, buddy, sorry to burst the bubble, but it's not just the power that makes a car great. It's the handling, the feeling, the whole vibe. These electric motors come with a big cost: weight. The car not only loses the V8 character and sound, but it also weighs around 4,700 pounds. But besides the weight, it's also a complex setup that brings long-term reliability issues and leaves almost no room for upgrades. Something that really turns off the old-school fans, and the second part, the part that really completes BMW's advantage, is their choice of xDrive. Listen carefully. This AWD system is one of the best out there. Why? Because it can put all the engine's power to the ground while still keeping the sporty handling of an RWD car. The result of this combo? 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds with insane grip. And on top of all that, the ZF 8-speed automatic for instant gear changes. I mean, come on, it's legit an all-season supercar killer. The difference between BMW and Mercedes right now is that BMW actually pays attention to its fans. They know how much people love that raw, RWD feeling the M3 has always been known for, and they don't overlook it. So what did they do? They added a 2-wheel drive mode for the purists. With the push of a button, the car disconnects the front axle completely, leaving you with a true rear-wheel drive machine. Because of that, the M3 feels alive. It dances through corners. And at the same time, it launches like a supercar. The ability to be precise, playful, and brutally fast all at once. That's where BMW truly shines. The AMG was AWD2 with the 4 MATIC system, but BMW's solution is simply lighter, more balanced, and more connected to the road. Perfect for enthusiasts. Another reason BMW is winning is the bigger picture. Their strategy and the value they offer are honestly insane, but let's zoom out a bit here. The M3's price is around $88,875. Yeah, I know, $88,000 for a car. Inflation has hit hard. You used to buy a house with that. Anyway, sorry, let's continue. So the M3, at about $88,875, is just a little under the $88,000 to $89,000 price of the Mercedes. But the problem is that Mercedes prices shoot up fast once you start adding packages. And don't even get me started on used ones. So what do we understand from these prices? With the M3, you're paying for a car that has better driving feel, doesn't feel like a PlayStation simulator, has perfect traction, crazy performance times, lighter weight, super fun driving dynamics, and, in my opinion, a nicer interior. In short, you get more while paying less. BMW M also had the genius idea to create the M performance lineup, the M Lights, like the 340i and M540i, with the S58's little brother, the B58. These serve as an entry-level M experience that builds loyal customers who later move up. They've built an ecosystem, and they don't just rely on one car. And finally, one last fundamental reason for their dominance: listen to their customers. That's why they even gave people a manual, pure RWD M3. While everyone is going automatic and electric, BMW is thinking about its customers and giving them what they want. It has stayed true to its roots, keeping the inline-six engine and rear-wheel drive, while trying to make the driving experience absolutely unmatched. Mercedes, on the other hand, is investing in the future with these electric hybrid engines. But the truth is, nobody asked for this. So they end up trying to sell people something that even they aren't sure their own audience wants. And that's exactly where they lose and fall behind. They're pushing a new direction, but the customers aren't convinced they want it yet. If you put it all together, you'll notice that BMW M's success isn't luck. It's a perfectly executed strategy combined with incredible cars that appeal to every taste. So for now, they're setting the standard for what a modern performance car should be. Sure, this rivalry has many years left ahead of it, but right now, we all know who's holding the upper hand. Is BMW's strategy the right play for the long haul, or is AMG's high-tech hybrid bet going to pay off later? What's your take? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one of them. And if you dug this breakdown and want more deep dives into the world's sickest performance cars, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.